This Kasa smart Wi-Fi light switch. They have an app that you can use to operate all this. We'll show you about the neutral wire, load, line, ground. We're going to get into the functionality and how it works. So we're going to do all that in this video, so stay tuned. Okay, so what we got here is the Kasa Smart Wi-Fi Light Switch. This is by TP-Link. They also have an app that you can use to operate all this. Now, I will tell you, on these types of products, they do require you to download their app, but you can give permission to Google Assistant and Alexa, and it'll operate through both of those platforms. Now, it's got to have a neutral wire, but most homes nowadays have a neutral wire. I know it gets confusing. People talk about neutral wire like it's some, whoa, you know, crazy thing to have a neutral wire, like, oh, that must be a special home. But no, it's not. You will probably have it in your house, unless it's an older one, then you probably will not. So chances are you got a bunch of white wires all stuck together inside of your light switch. This one I'm going to be using in my bathroom so that the kids can actually have it on as a night light, just dim it down. The bulbs that I have are already dimmable, so you want to make sure if you're using this switch that your lights are dimmable. Now, most of the LEDs nowadays, if you look on them, they'll say dimmable. You can unscrew one of these bulbs and look at it, and chances are it'll probably say it. So as long as you have dimmable bulbs, you'll be fine. I thought we would measure this here. From that plate, it's gonna hit the wall. Out. You are at, I'd say 1 1/4. Top plate to the bottom is 5 inches. Okay, 5 inches. And then across the front here, it looks like 3 1/4. So 5 by 3 1/4. Looks good. If you have paint over this, you can use a screwdriver. You can use a little knife or something. You don't want to catch the paint and rip it up the wall. So you just kind of want to cut the plug free so that we don't damage our other paint. We got to put this back. We're not going to have painting going on. This is pretty easy for anybody to do. You just have to make sure you got the power off. We're going to open up our box. Comes nicely wrapped. Iron that couple screws. Take that paper off. Snap that off. Okay, so how this works. Supply in. That's your line. So the hot wire. That's your supply line. The load that goes out to the light. And your load is what you're carrying. You're carrying a light. The light itself is the load. Okay, so we have your ground, your copper wires, and the white is the neutral. It looks confusing. It looks like there's a bunch of stuff going on, but there's really not. The line, the load, your neutral and your ground. And sometimes you'll find ground on your plug. So yours may be different. On here it's going to tell us the line, the load, the green is ground, and the white is the neutral. Give that a twist. It'll tighten down on all of them. And you see your grounds in there. That one's done. Let's move on here to the neutral wire, which is this one. I'm going to get that on there. Just push in as good as you can and twist. And the twist helps to lock it down. That one's done. Pretty simple so far, right? Now, all we have to do is this load and the line. This one's our load. Go right up in there. So you can see it went all the way up. You can do it this way or you can wrap it around. I think I'll just do it this way. It's pretty easy this way. As long as I feel like it's a strong connection, we'll be good. Okay, our next one, same thing. Loosen this up. Slide this in there. Tighten this up. That one's nice and tight. Okay, so all we have to do now is just start pushing back the wires. You know, we want to make sure we have plenty of room here. Let's push those all in there. Pushing our plug in there. We have to get our screws out of our bag they gave us. We didn't use the new wire nuts. You don't have to use the new ones. It's your choice. Just like we're screwing in our old plug now. Just like that. You can use your old screws that you had, or you can use their new ones. You don't want to do it too tight. There's a spot right here that goes at the bottom. Okay, there we go. Okay, power's back on. I see the thing flashing. Wow, look at that. Watch how it dims the lights. So I like when you want it on, it'll come straight on, which, you know, I don't need it to slowly come on. When I need it on, I need it on. Now when I turn it off, it'll slowly go off. I like that. I like that. Turn it on, it'll go right on. It won't slowly come on, which is perfect. That's what we want. It shows you what you're on, number 2. You want to take it down a notch. That's pretty nice. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be all the way up. And we're turning them off. Now that everything's working, we're gonna have to set up our app to tell it to turn it on, turn it off. We have to go to the Kasa app here. We are going to click Add Devices. We're going to click Smart Switches. We want to click the Smart Dimmer. It asks you, have you already wired up your Wi-Fi Smart Dimmer? We're going to put yes. Now it says to check. After 15 seconds, look at the front of the Smart Dimmer. Is the Wi-Fi light blinking orange and green? So that is yes. Now it's trying to connect. Okay, device, yes, it's connecting. Then it says device to use with Kasa TP-Link Smart, yes. So we hit connect. Okay, now we're gonna go to the Wi-Fi here. Got our password in, we're gonna join. Alexa has noticed we've got connection. It automatically connected to Alexa and it says it's hooked up. Power off, yep. Turn it on, yep. We'll go back to the app. Okay, now we got to name our device. So we're going to do, let's just do bathroom. And then, of course, we're going to choose the switch. And it says, set the dimmer range. Slowly reduce the brightness of your smart dimmer until you find the medium level the bulbs light up. I would say it's about right there. Watch your lights while smart dimmer brightens. Flicker during the dimming test. You may have incompatible or non-dimming bulbs. We don't, so it's all good. Calibration's complete. You can always adjust your dimming range later. There is a firmware update, so let's go ahead and do that update. Update's complete. Welcome to your smart dimmer. Swipe to find tips on how to use your new Kasa smart dimmer. Screen and actions. Integrate your smart switch with other Kasa devices using scenes. You can adjust off 10 seconds. That double tap, that's gentle off. Long press, fade on speed is fast. Congratulations, you confirmed your dimmer and it's ready for use in your device list. Turn the lights off and on. You just tap the button on, off. Push it once, it'll come on to wherever it was that we had our setting last. If you double tap it, it'll go really bright. That's all the way on for the light. Tap it, it'll fade off. That's the setting we have it on. So far, I absolutely love this. This to me just makes the world of difference. I'm going to be adding another one in my dining room, so stay tuned for that. This is absolutely wonderful. I can't say enough good things about Kasa. So far, I'm impressed with the couple things that I do have. They're really good. All right, if you like this video, make sure you comment down below. That'll help us out. Leave us a comment. Tell us what you think. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done that. We'll see you next time. Booyah!